What do you figure?
I think most people think that it's hot and it's curry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll start with the hot curry, right?
Right? But it's not necessarily always about curries, right?
No, not always. Not always. Though having said that, all parts from north to south to east to west, we would definitely have curries in one form or the other. India is predominantly a vegetarian country, but there are few states who are very non-vegetarian. And the meats that we eat on the coast, India is three sides. It's coastal, so there's a lot of seafood that is there. But one meat that is consumed most is actually chicken.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that it's not without a reason that when you hear of chicken tikka masala, which is the #1 dish in UK, actually it's a take on butter chicken that we have. Murg makhani we call it. Murg is chicken and makhani is butter. So that's what it is. And it's a tomato-based dish. It's probably one of the most well-traveled dishes. What we are going to start with is probably do something with that dish. And in our signature restaurant, we have a variant of that, which is a little different. I'll share that quickly. So what I will try and do is start the cooking. And if you have any questions at any time, we will take questions. Feel free to ask in any language. Please ask in any language. If I don't understand that language, I'll just smile.
Okay.
Not sure someone will translate. I'm sure someone will translate. Okay, so what I'm going to begin with is something, as I said, it's a variant of butter chicken or murg makhani that we have. And this is a variant that we do with lemongrass. And I'll tell you more about lemongrass and India. Lemongrass is used in some parts of India, and you would think, how would Indians use lemongrass? If I told you we use lemongrass with milk, you will probably, how many people would have had a combination of milk and lemongrass?
Milk and lemongrass. One
Wow.
person.
There, one. Oh,
There's one person who has done that. Okay, now to that, add some sugar. How many people have had that? Milk, lemongrass and sugar. We have one more person. Now add some tea to it. Tea, milk, sugar, lemongrass. Fantastic. We definitely have someone. And another 3-4 ingredients, maybe a little bit of ginger, little bit of fennel seeds, little bit of mint, and we would make tea with it. Indian tea in Gujarat, which is on the western part of India, very common. And that's what we would use. Actually, there we would use the not the part that we would use is not too flavorful. This part which has maximum flavor, that's not what we use in tea, but very common. So what we have here is something which we have taken a little bit of lemongrass and chicken. Chicken typically in India, as I told you, is the #1 meat that is eaten. Second would be probably goat meat. That's what we consume a lot, but goat consumption has been going down. Chicken has been going up. So either breast or thigh, both work very well. Here we have taken boneless, and we've just used a little bit of yogurt, ginger garlic paste, salt, and paste of lemongrass to marinate this for about 2 hours. That's what we have done. And typically we would grill this in clay oven. We would grill this in tandoor. Now it's difficult to have that at home, but you can pan fry it. You can do it in the oven, depending on what you want. But in restaurants, we would definitely do that in the tandoor or at times on a barbecue grill, depending on if it is live cooking that we are doing in front of the guests, then we would do it on charcoal, on a barbecue. So we use both techniques. So here we have, and what we can do is quickly, probably just because I don't want really, I want this to be nice and moist in the oven, and I'm hoping that we will start quickly and finish quickly. What we have is, I'll make a quick sauce with it. Curries are actually a combination of, most our curries are vegetable and nut based. Most, except in South where we use coconut milk. Actually on the coast we use coconut, there's a lot of coconut. Western coast, southern coast, eastern coast, a lot of coconut is used, and that's primarily with the fish that we would use. And the other thing, if you go inwards from the coast, we start to use dry form of coke. You come in 200 kilometers from the coast, we'll probably use really dried coconut and full of flavor. But as you come more inside into plains, north part or central India, no coconut is used. So we would typically have vegetables and nuts as a base. And in vegetables, one thing which is very common is onions. Onions is something that we use all the time. And I'm saying if we have everything here, lovely. And since this is this dish is a take on butter chicken, this is butter, and what we have here is onions. Onions peeled. Here you can use them in two ways. Actually, in hotels we would boil them and make a paste out of it. At home, typically my mom would grate it raw. She would not boil it. By boiling, we add extra sweetness to it. That's what it does. And in terms of the flavors that we are going to use, we're going to have a little bit of cinnamon, cloves, and some pepper.
So it's cinnamon, cloves, and pepper that go in.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's what we have here. And let me introduce this to you. This is a chicken stock that is made with tomatoes, but not tomatoes have not been cooked too much. So that's why you don't see strong red color. But the flavor of tomatoes is there, and with lemongrass, cooked for about 30 minutes, strained, and that's what we have here. And I am just hoping that this thing speeds up.
Okay, Hamish, go and
unless
fan.
there is a trick to it.
Go and fan the induction.
Go and fan the
Go and
induction?
fan it, yeah.
Yeah,
Traditional style.
We
Go
need to
quick.
do that.
Hurry up.
Yeah.
Go and fan,
Fan the
fan it.
induction.
Yeah, that's.
She does this to me even in the radio studios.
Go.
Yeah. Maybe I'll try and shift it to some other side. This side. Let's try this.
Okay.
Maybe if you hug it a bit because you're warm that way, Hamish.
I know,
Yeah.
induction, it's well, up till now, but yeah, let's hope this
So
speeds up, yes.
the onions, any particular, the big onions, small onions, because you've got different kinds, you've got the extremely
That's
red.
right, yeah, so in India we would use the purple onion. That's what we would use. We would not use the
yellow, those
no,
big
the
yellow
yellow
ones,
one
okay.
we would use.
All right.
Though, having said that, some parts of India we do get white onions.
All right.
We use them, but that's in places like Nasik and all. It's in the western part, about 200 kilometers from.
So we want the passionate red onions then.
That's right. Nice, strong, fantastic. Okay.
Well, we have
So I know the camera is here. I'm just going to.
That's right.
shift it
The camera's
here.
got to be on the center
Yeah.
induction hob.
I know. Yes. Again, push it down a little bit. maybe. Okay.
Oh, but there's a lovely aroma coming from.
I know.
Yeah. It
You should smell it from here.
Oh, it's very nice. It was either that or was your cologne in Hamish.
I'm not sure if this does not work. Maybe we will try this. Hopefully, this would be better. We'll shift to this, no problems. We can easily do that. So this, this happens when you are the first one to start in a kitchen, which has been well tested.
Then Hamish, maybe I should have allowed you to make breakfast just now.
Yeah.
You start with the breakfast, you would have warmed up the...
I make the perfect eggs though. I've discovered how to make
With or without shells?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've known you for years, so...
But eggs are very good for hair. I don't know
really?
what to do. Yeah.
Now he
You
tells
should have
me.
known.
Ah,
To eat or to rub? Difference.
Okay. I can feel the heat now.
I think it's looking good.
Very good. So we'll, I think, stick to this one.
Yeah.
I think this is what we'll do. And when it starts to bubble, we don't really need to burn the spices, but get a slight aroma out. And I think let's go ahead and do this. Onion. This is.
Oh, I can hear it crackling.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the original snap crackle
Oh,
pop.
yes. This is nice.
There we go.
Lovely.
That looks like my egg when I do it at home.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, honey?
Okay. So lovely smell of onion, and for this, see, we use onion in different ways. When we are cooking something dry, we would chop them, but not caramelize them too much. At times, for gravies, we would caramelize them a lot. But if you want to retain a little bit of more strong flavor of onion, we don't cook them too much. But if you want more sweetness, we would cook them a lot. If you want nice gravy, we would boil and grind, or otherwise we would fry that, slice onion, fry that, and grind it with yogurt, and that also we use in some sauces.
Sanjeev, are you sweating your onions here? Is that what you're doing here?
Yeah, it's already. Actually, there is a lot of sweat that has gone in. It is all about that. Yeah.
I'm impressed.
You're impressed, see? Huh? I sweat onions. See?
In all the 15 years that I've known you, you know how to use the word sweat in the kitchen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm impressed.
I'm learning. I'm taking notes.
Yeah, that's okay. So what I have here is now this comes the killer chili, and but you will see that we don't really want to get it very hot, and that's why the heat of chilies would not be too much.
Extensive, not too much chilies, right?
You would see that, and the way we would finish this. Let's see our chicken. Yeah, almost there. So I'll quickly go through this. Some fresh grated ginger. We use a lot of ginger and garlic in our nice ginger
So is it,
and
they
garlic.
say that in Indian cooking there are actually 6 flavors in
Right.
Indian cooking. Right?
Shat ras we call it. So most people say 4 taste, and Japanese came in with the umami. But much before that, we've always had everything in 6s. So we have 6 seasons.
Yeah.
We have 6 tastes,
Yeah.
and it's that's what we call as chat ras.
Okay.
Which is 6 ras a taste, which is very different concept, and it's when I have one full day on intricacies of Indian food, I can get into detail of what Ayurveda thinks about Indian food and how where it comes from and all of that. That's a very good concept. So not too much of cooking of onions. Here we have lovely stock, and now what I'm going to do is
Okay, I'll put my money in. That looks like yogurt.
no.
No,
No.
it's coconut.
No.
Coconut.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
Yogurt,
what,
coconut, they all
No.
kind of like look the same.
Yeah.
If your yogurt was that with
Ah.
little bits on it, it means you have to throw it away.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So
You learn?
we, as I told you, we use lots of nuts in our sauces. So here, what we have added
I've got one right
is
here.
a combination of cashew nuts and watermelon seeds.
Cashew nuts
Cashew
and
nut, watermelon seeds.
Okay.
One part cashew nut, one part watermelon. Soak that for about 20 minutes in water and make a paste.
Can you just smell that aroma?
Yeah. So that's what.
You know, last year I was telling myself I shouldn't have bothered to wear perfume. This year I forget again and wear perfume. I shouldn't.
This is great.
This aroma is wonderful.
It's wonderful.
That's it's. Oh,
I just can't wait to get out the watermelon seeds. You know, I know exactly how to do it. I perfected the art.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But we're not talking Abing style, you know.
A little bit of cumin, little bit of cumin,
Cumin.
Cumin.
salt.
Oh yeah, good. I
Yeah.
like lots of salt. My wife
Actually,
wanted to, but never mind.
Indian food is. I always say this. Indian food, there are no subtleties. It is in your face food.
Oh, I love that.
Our savory things are more salty. Our sweet things are more sweet. Our things which are tart have more acid. So it is. Actually, I'll tell you the Indian things, the way Indian cooking has evolved. A little over 80 years ago, we didn't have refrigerators in India.
Okay.
Okay. So we were cooking pickles for a day.
Wow.
We're cooking pickles for a day.
Yeah.
That's why you saw more oil in our food, more salt, more acid.
Okay.
So because in hot climate,
Hot climates,
to preserve food for a day, what do? You use principles of pickling.
Yeah.
And that's how curry, that's how our food evolved.
Or else you just move in next door to somebody who knows has a fridge. And you borrow their fridge the way
That's
my
right.
neighbor does.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That's
He's the new
right.
best friend.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yogurt to the gravy sometimes looks split.
Yes.
So how do you
Yeah, so what we do is, if you mix nuts into it, it would not separate. One, there are 2-3 things that we use in different parts of India. At times we use chickpea flour, besan. That keeps it together. We use yogurt in lots of our gravies. And the way we use it is we mix it with chickpea flour, a little bit, not too much. At times we also use wheat flour. At times we use nut paste. So all that, make sure that it does not.
mix it with the yogurt and then add it to the gravy, or
Yeah, you can do either ways. What you can do is, as soon as you put it, you mix that flour and with some water and quickly stir it, and it'll not separate. That's some cooking. Parts of Rajasthan, which is in northwest of India, we actually cook the yogurt and let it split. That's the style, but not everywhere. Okay, so
The food's not ready yet, Hamish, so don't even bother to try to taste it. yet.
yeah.
You can mind read.
Okay.
Yes, I am. I'm a woman.
If,
I know.
if I can get chef, if you can just quickly
Now, if there are any questions, just
Okay.
shoot your hand up.
this. Yeah.
Yes.
And
Go ahead,
I'll come teetering towards you in my extremely high heels, which was.
Oh, okay. I'll go down there.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
go.
lady. I got it. It's a lady. It's a lady.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Lady is my department. Yes.
Just going back to the watermelon seeds,
Yes.
the black watermelon seeds that you...
Black watermelon seeds, they are peeled by hand,
Okay, alright.
and we buy them in hundreds of kilos in hotels.
Okay.
Forget that. The watermelon seeds are bigger. We use melon seed, rock melon seed, honey dew melon seed, and again we buy them in hundreds of kilos.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of pain.
Feel
Lot
my
of pain.
hand. It's
Feel
my
my
hand.
hand. I
Like
know.
Nonya cooking, you know.
Yeah. lot of pain that goes
But
into
there's a
that.
lot of love that goes into it, right?
Oh, of
Absolutely.
course,
The,
of
the
course.
more hard the work,
That's correct.
the more love there is.
That is true.
And that's the way, you know, if anybody in the house doesn't finish the food, you lay out the guilt trip. A lot of work went into it.
Wait, Maggie, that's another lovely
That's
Okay.
true.
Yes.
Yeah, any question, feel free to ask. And as I said, any language, feel free to ask in any language.
Hi chef.
Yes.
I'm a vegetarian. Can I replace the chicken with paneer? And
Where's the vegetarian one? Okay, of course. It's entirely up to you what you want to do with it. It's entirely up to you. I could use paneer. I would use mushroom. Do you eat mushroom?
yes.
Okay, good. Okay, now this is something interesting. Many parts of India, vegetarians don't eat mushroom. They think it's non-vegetarian. A lot of Indians, they would not eat that. Okay, so here we have the curry, which is strained, and what I'm going to do is add. So if you see that this and little bit of cream to this, not too much.
Okay.
Yeah,
So this is a hot stone.
that's a hot stone.
Okay, you don't eat that, right?
That's a no.
Yeah, you. Oh, okay.
Just checking.
If anybody insults you, you take and throw it.
Okay.
When it is really hot,
Uh-huh.
for massage it is very good.
Oh, yeah.
Lie down.
Oh. At the end of the day.
Don't do that at all. Don't do it. The statutory warning that's there. No way to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, and what we have with this is maybe a little bit of. We have some baby carrots with it, and
Oh, those
a
are
bit
really
of,
baby carrots.
Yeah,
I know.
they really
They're
are.
small.
They really
They're
are.
practically fetal.
Yes. They're fetal carrots.
Yes.
Yes, and
Oh, that is beautiful.
That is
lovely.
we have lovely chicken.
There are 3 pieces there. I've got my eyes on you.
I
If
know.
one goes missing, I know who's
Okay,
responsible. Okay. Ooh, it sizzles.
Ooh. Yes.
So
That chicken is stoned.
it is.
Couldn't resist that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, this is lovely. This was so impressed everybody at home.
Oh.
And then a little bit of more, and to give
Lovely. Wow.
That's a
And that's
pretty
it.
picture. Isn't that fantastic? Give him a nice big round of
yeah.
applause, please.
So simple, fuss, not too much of fuss in that dish. If you taste this, it has tones of lemongrass, tones of tomatoes, nutty gravy. You want to make it richer. I must also share with you that most restaurants, the way they serve Indian food is not the Indian food that we eat at home.
Oh?
Yeah,
Really?
right.
Wow.
That's not the Indian food that we've been brought up with. Indian food is much lighter. It does not have. It's not that heavy. That
Okay.
Yeah. See, most people think that Indian food you can't eat for lunch, right? Especially, how can you go to an Indian restaurant for lunch? It's so heavy. So imagine. Do you think that India has always been eating such heavy food?
You know, I
So
have to-
1.2 billion people. No.
I tell you, Sanjeev, if I go to an Indian restaurant for lunch, I know
Right.
that I'm not going back to the office after
Yes.
lunch. You know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
but that's, yeah. And typically, what we would serve this with a nice naan bread. And again, naan bread, we would do it in a clay oven with charcoal. Is it easy to do at home? Yes, you can do it in the oven, but you need to get that nice charcoal flavor. You need to get that clay taste into it. But if you want to use oven at home, you can do it. That's why most people. And again, naan is not something that is eaten at home in India.
So
We don't eat.
Restaurant food.
Restaurant. It is a restaurant dish.
Wow.
it's
yeah.
restaurant food. Okay.
It's
Okay.
naan is a restaurant food. Any part of India that you would not eat naan at home ever.
So it's non-existent
It's
at home.
non-existent at home.
Oh.
Yeah, naan does not.
None on the menu.
None,
No,
no.
never at home. So that's what it is. Okay, quickly we'll do some googling with fish. Let's do that and I'll share with you what we have there. It's something which little bit of street food, little bit of mixture of. See, India is a very diverse country. We have taste from all over India at times. You see on one plate, and that's what more and more restaurants are doing. And with that, we have seen that actually while I speak, I want to make sure that I have some oil ready, and if I can get some oil. Yeah, maybe a little bit more vegetable oil you can use. This is orange flavored oil.
Do you use specific oil, groundnut or olive oil or what?
Yes, I normally use oil that I'm paid for. I love it. Currently, Cargill is paying me to say that their oil is best in India. And I'm not sure if it is a worldwide contract or it's only in India. Be very careful with these things. Yeah, it's one of those things. But yeah, that is the truth.
Okay.
Yeah. No, so they have recently launched very high quality extra virgin olive oil. So that's what I endorse.
All right.
Yeah. So
Will it alter the taste very much if you use different oils? Let's say whatever oil you have at home.
sure. So the way most restaurant use, especially with Indian food, they use refined oil. Refined when refining is done, then no matter what seed that you are using, what is the base, you would not get any taste in that because the technology that is used. It's the refining process is such there is hardly any taste. Even something as strong as mustard oil, which we use in India a lot. Refined mustard oil is like any other oil. You would not make out the difference. It's equal to you use peanut, and you would not even be able to feel the difference. Okay, so what I have here. Do we have yellow peas? Yeah, I'll show you what we have done because this is actually slightly mashed yellow peas, dried peas, and this is what we have boiled and with salt and mashed a little bit, and we have used salt, little bit of green chilies and onion, tomatoes and ginger. I'm going to add to this, and that's.
So what's the heat level on the chilies?
Okay.
Is it very?
No, it from different parts of India. There are different chilies that are there. Some states there's so much heat that it's very difficult to handle.
Okay.
So you have to understand that. Barring one odd chili in UK that is claimed to be the hottest chili, we actually have the hottest chili in the world. In Assam, it's called Bhut Jolakia, and